Hi,
And I
everybody.
have my special guest, Mary, on here.
All right. I'm gonna wait and see, get some people in here first, right? You
Okay.
starting thing.
Yes, we are.
I put it to my
I
channel, I
just
believe.
got the notification, so myself. So we'll wait a little bit. See, obviously, we're not.
I probably got it too. Let me look and see. Hi,
Hey,
Christine.
Christine, how are you? We're just gonna wait a few minutes till we start. I made a great video explaining elementals. We're gonna talk about them, the different kinds of elementals, and we want you guys to comment and share your stories or ask questions. Mary's just sharing out on her channels.
Yeah, I'm
I shared
getting
it out.
everything set.
Hi, GT Adventures. How are you? Thank you for coming in.
Hi, GT Adventures.
Hey, Iron. How are you? I'll be listening. I'm putting
We're
away my
on,
book. Sounds
so
good.
everybody knows that we're on Christina's channel, and I'm streaming it to my channel too. So you can be on either side, and we will see the messages in chat as they come up. I had
Which
said that because he's GT's over in mine. That's why.
I know I see the little link thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it shows me the difference in the chats on my screen.
Oh, okay. Okay. It doesn't over here. That's why I said that.
Oh yeah, no, it does here. Everybody in their picture has a link. So the link is on your chat. So we
Okay.
got it. I got it.
We got it. All
I'm
right.
very happy GT came to see us. They were going to be doing, I made a video telling a little bit about elementals, and we're going to play that in one moment. And because it's also streaming on Mary's, I do give her permission to stream the video content for learning purposes on her channel. Tired, been up since 4 a.m. Old to bed.
Yeah, it's kind of like, we had to do that because of YouTube. So,
Yes. Yeah, yeah. We want to make sure YouTube doesn't say, wait, this content's on 2 channels. It's okay because I gave her permission to stream this stream on her channel, but I also want to make sure we give her permission for the actual video we're going to play too. Um, so yeah, we have 6 people in. Thank you so much for joining us. Um, Share out, that'd be great. I haven't been able to sleep lately. Don't know
let me
why.
do that right now.
Hi, Evie Love. How are you? Just want to get a few more people in. Maybe wait another few minutes just so that we don't want to start the video and people come in the middle. So basically, hey, Evie, we're going to talk about elementals today. I put together a nice video of everything that I could find on the web about elementals. When I went searching elementals, I realized we really have to do this because the world does not know. It seems after the 1600s, people decided that everybody who talked about the elementals were like talking about mythical creatures like the Greeks. But most of us who are very spiritual, know that that's not the case. So that's why we decided to do this today, this live stream. Sleeping doesn't come easy, Christine. And when it does, it's the wrong time of day. Hey, Kelly, how are you, love? Much love to you. Thanks for joining us. We have 9 in. Um, Mary's just finishing her sharing. If you guys
I'm
want to
sharing
share,
out. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm being quiet because I'm typing and talking. I'm
that's
one of
all right.
those that can't type and talk at the same time, or I'm going to type what I'm talking about.
Oh, Kathy. That's somebody from you, not from me. Yeah. So since she's sharing out, we're gonna just wait another minute till she
I'm almost
finishes
done.
sharing, and then we're going to start the video. And then in between each of the elements that I give a little background on, we're gonna stop. We're gonna take questions, comments, and experiences from you guys on the elementals. On that, the one that we discussed. I did put in, hey Misty, how are you? Um, so I did put in, I did actually didn't even know. Hey Krista, how are you, hun? Thanks for coming in. I did realize when I was reading about the elementals that I had caught a picture. I had caught a picture. I had taken a picture and caught an air elemental in that picture. When I first took it, I thought maybe it was an angel. But then once I saw other people's experiences of what they thought the air elemental kind of looks like, um, I realized that that's what I caught in my picture. So I added that in here and also realized that everybody thinks there's only really four elementals, as you see by the picture, but there's really five. The fifth one is wood, and the wood elemental is a elemental that's dear to my heart. I call him my tree god, and he's in my backyard usually. He's the protector of me and the kiddos I have here. And there's like no information about them. Really hard to find anything. So that's why we figured we would do this. And actually, Mary found out he also has a protector that is a wood elemental as well. So that's why we decided to do this. So Mary, when Mary's ready, we're gonna start. And thank you all for coming
Okay.
in. And like I said, in between each elemental, no problem, Misty. In between each elemental, we're gonna have a questions, answers, and experience part, and then we'll move on to the next elemental. Same here, Christina. Aha, you have a wood elemental too. See that, Misty?
Hi, Abby. Uh, Hi, Misty. Who else is in here that I didn't see?
We have Krista, NH Girl. That's a good friend of mine, long time YouTube. Evie, Christine, Iron, Kelly.
I'm just gonna say hello, everybody. We're gonna get started.
Yeah, and GT, you can
GT
chat even
here.
though you're maybe you're in Mary's alone. You can chat because we'll see you here on my channel. So and maybe Mary just you can stink stick my link in your channel chat. So in case he feels like he would like to come over here and chat with the lovely ladies we have.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. And just while I'm playing this video.
Okay, because maybe he feels lonely there.
Yeah,
I
let me put the link in there. I'll do it while we're playing the video while it starts. Okay.
All right.
All right. You ready?
Okay, great, Evie. Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Well, we're gonna not talk through this because it's not real loud. We got it as loud as we could,
Yeah.
so best we could. So, just pretty sure I've got it. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Are elementals and what are their differences? Today we're going to find out just how many elementals there are, what they do, and where they came from. What are elementals? Elementals are nature spirits that are linked to specific elements. They are conscious, four dimensional beings of pure spiritual energy. Let's start with fire elementals. To explain each element, fire, earth, air, water, is proposed to possess sentient energy, a spiritual essence that embodies the element. What are fire elementals? They rule the element of fire. They hail from the direction of the south. It's typically agreed that they take on a lizard like form. They are fabled to have taught ancient man how to create and use fire. The elemental concept of and the term salamander was coined by Pericles, a highly respected physician of the 16th century. The fire elementals have no relationship to the amphibious salamander. Ancient accounts tell of fire elementals living in volcanoes. Dormant volcanoes indicated content slumbering salamanders. When erupting, the salamander's wrath has been incurred, and their lava tongues will come lick up everything in their path. In more modern day, fire elementals are said to exist in our natural world, within every flame, volcano, and explosive force. They are the very essence of the sun and exist within the physical and etheric planes of the planet to give us strength, balance, and creativity of expression. There's other fire creatures thought to be elementals: dragons, phoenix, jinns, fire giants, and chimeras are just a few. There's some people that believe even unicorns are part of the fire elemental family. They can root out negative forces, hexes, and curses that fall upon a person. They also have the ability to clean and purify all low passions and all vices, helping to make a change that allows improving everything that hinders one's development. Any questions that you guys have? Any comments? Or even any experiences you want to share? Now's the time. Okay, you can pause it now. All right, guys. So that was a little about the fire elemental. That's what I could find on fire elementals. And now we want to know what you guys either A, know about fire elementals, if you have any questions about them, or if you've had any experiences with fire elementals. Let's chat catch up a little bit because we have 14 people in. So,
That's all I'm waiting to see if they got any questions.
any questions,
Any
any comments,
questions.
or any experiences that you've had with fire elementals? Now, anybody who's close to Danny does know that Astro is a fire elemental. So they
Do they
actually set
have set
fire.
fires?
They have the ability to set fire, yeah, but they don't set them. You know, they're actually elementals are they're part of the creation of Earth. So basically, they're not here to destroy the Earth. So they're very like they really just are mostly protectors of their element. And all the elementals work together because they all had a hand in creating the earth, and its elements. So they can set fires, and unless it's absolutely necessary, they don't go around, setting fires. They wouldn't set a fire like because there's wood elementals, and they wouldn't set a fire in a forest because that would bother their brothers who are wood elementals. So they do rule fire. They can um but they really make sure that people don't use fire in crazy ways is what their real job is. No experiences or experiments here. I
Say that okay, what you just said, I
Yes.
agree with all that, yes. But if you're thinking that they can stop forest fires and stuff like that, they're not here to interfere with stuff that everybody has their own ability to do whatever. Like you have your if somebody sets a fire or they do it accidentally or even on purpose, that's free will, and they're not here to
Right.
stop free will. They're not here to interfere with your daily life per se. They're here as a protector of their element and as a protector of who they feel like uh, they need to protect. Like I have one that protects me. Um, she has one that protects her.
Right.
I mean, it's like Misty's got one that protects her. I mean, it's not a fire element. I mean, it doesn't have to be a fire element, but um, that
But
they
Drew
do
says,
protect their own elements, like fire does theirs, and the rest of them do their own.
yeah,
So
yeah, no, they don't get involved in free will.
right,
However, if it's something that would hurt their brothers, sisters, someone they're protecting, they would step in.
right,
They,
they would, yes,
yeah, yeah, like that kind of thing they do. They do step in, like, I've
I just
plenty
would
of
never.
times, needed help, and
Right,
Astro's come and kicked those spirits right out of here. He didn't set fire to them, but he got rid of them.
right.
And in the
I just
video, it say
find that
that,
like environmentally wise or in free will wise, like if somebody goes and sets a fire somewhere, they
right,
can't control their free will of that person
right,
unless
that,
they're protecting them, even in though they protect us from harm and from fire or whatever,
right,
any kind of harm that would come to us. If we so choose to go out and set a fire, I don't think they're going to stop us because it's free
right,
will.
right,
But I'm not going to do that. But I'm just saying.
right. I've got Luna on TV, and you on my phone says, "Great, thank you so much." So
Thank you.
Drew came in a little late, but that's all right. We just finished with the fire elemental. I said a little bit about the fire elementals. Just because Drew wasn't here, do you have any comments, questions, or experiences that you want to share about any fire element? And then we're going to move on to the next element. As we know, Drew knows some about elementals.
Do what?
I said we know Drew knows some about elementals.
Yes.
No, sis, but thank you. All right. So here we go, guys.
Okay.
Hopefully that gave you a little info about the fire elemental. Now we're going to move to the next one. Elementals are considered interdimensional beings, which means they can move through different planes. Likewise, they maintain a strong bond with nature, which is why many cultures consider them protectors or guardians of the earth. The entities that live among the rocks of the earth are the gnomes. Gnomes are not fairies or fae, and fairies and fays are not in the elemental family. Earth elements hail from the north. They represent fertility, stability, hard work, nourishment, and order. The season of the earth is autumn, when plants return to the soil from which they sprang. Gnomes, nomids, and even gargoyles are part of the earth elemental family. Earth elementals take care of the hidden treasures that lie within the earth. Gnomes are the guardians of all the treasures and precious metals hidden under mountains and deserts. As an earth elemental, they like gardens, hence the custom of placing the figures of gnomes around that area. It's a call for protection and wisdom. Gargoyles have been attributed with the power of warding off evil spirits, guarding the buildings they occupy, and protecting those inside. So they too are protectors. Hence why they're usually on spiritual buildings to keep the evil out. If there's any questions you guys have, or any comments you would like to make, or even any experiences of earth elementals you'd like to share, now's the time. All right, Mary's going to pause that. The sylph is an air
Mary!
elemental. It stems from a 16th century work from. Ah! Oh, yeah. Just go back just a tiny touch. Okay. So we finished with our earth elements. Now, did you guys know that gnomes were earth elements? Did you guys know that gnomes were elementals? Sixth grade speech unknown. I failed because they weren't real. Dumb teacher. She was a dumb teacher. Gnomes are actually, and I didn't know this until I started looking up elementals, gnomes are actually part of the earth elemental family. So I did not know that. And I was excited that they at least had that part of it, something um, on gnomes. So now, has anybody actually had any experiences with earth elementals? I gnomed that. I'm glad you gnomed that. um, I do. My aunt has two gargoyles at her house, so I know a little about gargoyles, but I did not know that gnomes were elementals. And I was like, damn, I need to go find one because with all the gnomies that I make, I would like to talk to one. No, sis, I didn't. And in Scotland, we have brownies. Oh, if you put a gnome on your front porch, it means you're a swinger. Really? Well, I have all my gnomes in my house, so I don't know what that means. I'm a psychopath. It means I like the earth. Now I know. Gargoyle statues are super cool. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I'm Irish, so I believe in them. There you go, Banshee. Colleen, right? I apologize. I know her name. It's Colleen. um, so yeah, gnomes are um an earth elemental, and so are gargoyles. But like I said, on the internet, you can't find a lot because they really do think like Iron's teacher that these are mythical creatures. They're not mythical creatures. They're elemental spirits, you know, and they're part of the elements and what, of course, how we were formed in the first place. They're people look at angels as the highest ranking in the divine, but the elementals were here before them. It's what actually formed us. So, yeah, so yes, it's Colleen. Great. Um, I'm gonna jump off and see how far I go. What about the Pan Kingdom? Would they fall under elemental? I don't know. I haven't heard of them.
That's an idea, but I don't. I mean that's a thought, but I don't. I don't know if that would or not.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, with like elementals, they can take any form they want. Like Astro can take
Right.
5 different forms. Um, you know, the gnomes, mermaids, water elemental, they can look like whatever they want to look like. Um, which is why some people get some like cryptids and stuff that aren't elementals that are bad. They get them mixed up with the elementals because they're like, oh, he looks like fire. That's just what this, you know, creature wanted to look like because they
Hi,
can
Kristen.
change their forms. Hey, Christy, that doesn't mean that they're elementals and they're doing bad things, it just means that maybe an elemental picked the form of a dragon. Just because also a cryptid picked the form of a dragon doesn't mean that this bad, cryptid dragon is the same as a dragon elemental. No, that's not
Right.
true.
We just
Hey,
want.
Tamara, how are you?
Hi, Tammy. We just want y'all to know that cryptids. I'm not cryptids, but elementals are not bad in any way, shape, or form.
Right. And actually, quite frankly, mostly they're neutral,
Right.
because, like Mary said, they're not here for us. They're here to protect the elements, and the earth.
Right.
So, um, you know,
Now they are assigned to certain people, or they decide that
well,
they have
not
the right to
assigned. They
decide. Right.
they
They're not
decide if
assigned.
they want to hang out with you or not,
Right. Right. I
and
did. I said I was contradicting myself because I went and changed it because I was like, they're not assigned because nobody assigns them anything.
yeah,
They decide if they want to protect you or not. Like I have one standing over my shoulder right now, and I can say that he is here. He protects me. Yes, it's his choice to be here. It's up to him, and he chooses to be here.
right.
Um, the one outside that I have outside in the tree, he chooses to be here too, but he's a different. That's a different subject. Well, but anyway,
Right.
I'm just saying that they pick and choose on what they want to do. It's not up to us. It's up to them.
Right. They're the, right. They've been here since the earth has been formed. So that's a long time. And um they do, want to teach people, of course, how to be friendlier to the elements and spiritual and all this. Um I mean, that's why they chose to make themselves known and aware to people, because they are natural protectors and teachers, and their wisdom is phew, more than anyone's, really.
Right.
So, hey, Krista. So, did anybody ever have any experiences? Like I said, my aunt does have two gargoyles. The kids always mess with the one gargoyle, and he's cool from the way he sounds. He's cool. Now, why he's at my aunt's house is because on her land, long time ago, there used to be something else, and they would watch it. Now, even though houses have been built around it, they still watch it. So underneath the earth in this area, who knows what there is that they're protecting, but they're there. And she's like on a corner, so it's a good place to be. Um, can you get gnomes in Australia? They're earth elementals. They live underground, so they can live anywhere on the earth underground. So they can, of course, be in Australia too. They can be anywhere.
Right.
Um, and because they're small and stuff, people might mistake them as, fairies or woodland folks, fairy folk, but it might just be a gnome. So never know. I think there's an earth elemental on the grounds, but not at the castle down in its gardens. It's called. Oh, well, there very well could be. That would be a place where one of them would want to, protect. And they love gardens. Hmm. Find out about that, Drew. Alrighty. So if there's no more questions and stuff, we'll move on to the next elemental. I'll give
Okay.
them a second, Mary. I'll just
I am.
type in case they want to say anything else. Maybe some people are behind. I don't know. I just want to make sure we get it. We could always take some questions at the end too, but
Right.
I'll need to investigate and take an offering. Yes.
Yeah. That'll help. That'll help get you the answers.
I actually did see something about invoking. Somebody had invoking, like calling upon them.
Right.
I will send you that, Drew. I didn't put that stuff in here because I don't know if it works, but it might. It's something someone wrote, so I'll be happy to send that to you on the Earth Elemental, and maybe it will help. Alrighty, so let's play the next Elemental.
Okay.
Elementals you'd like to share. Now's the time. A sylph is an air elemental. It stems from a 16th century work from Pericles, who describes them as beings of the air or elementals of the air. Air elementals hail from the east. They are associated with mind, and its season is spring. Air represents intellect, goals, ambition, fun, communication, and strategy. Air elementals are ethereal. They don't take on a physical form, but they seem more wispy, like clouds. Though some folks actually see flurries of light and color, they can appear mentally even in the thinnest of air. They're directly related to inspiration, knowledge, communication, and travel. The spirits of the air are the ones that cause the winds and shape the clouds. They play a role in the growth of plants and flowers, particularly. They carry life sustaining energy that nurtures all living things that breathe. On a subtle level, these air elementals transmit the currents of spirit from heaven to earth. Any questions or comments, or even any experiences you've had with
All right,
air
Mary, can you
elementals?
pause it for me?
Now's the time to share.
Okay, so this picture, by the way, guys, this picture right here on the screen, I took this picture in 2011. And when I first saw it, I thought it was an angel. I was with my kids in the park and they saw the rainbow, but I saw the face and I was like, but what about the angel? And they're like, what angel? I'm like the one in the clouds. And they didn't see it anyway. I snapped this picture. And as you could see, I kind of thought it was an angel, but I didn't really know too much about elementals way back when in 2011. But it is once I started reading about the air elementals, I realized that's what I took a picture of, that air elemental. Has anybody had any experiences with air elementals?
Hi,
Uh,
Abby.
I know Shakara is an air elemental, and well, her base is a earth elemental, but she's mixed with air. So, thank you, Evie. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy to me. I didn't know what I was looking at. And then, like, so, some people who see the picture were like, oh, it's just the way the cloud was. I was like, no, I didn't get that feeling, but pan fairies. Yeah. Well, fairies and like I said, fairies and like fae are not part of the elemental family. But like I said, elementals themselves can make themselves look like different things. So, they can, Shakara could look like a fairy if she wanted to. She could look like anything, she wanted. Um, so, hey, Debbie, how are you? Welcome in. I've not, sis, but this year. Yes, I'll pop it in the group. Oh, great, Evie. Thanks. Wow, I see them all the time. Wow, really, Colleen? Good for you. I guess if you really pay attention, you could see lots of things. Now we get busy a lot. But um yeah, this was just like a fluke and I never seen it again. But then again, how often do you just sit and look at the sky? The reason why I looked up is because one of the kids said, "Hey, there's a rainbow." you know? So, and yeah, we don't, funny enough, don't look at the sky enough. Shakara picked songs for that.
Yeah, there's straight a face right there.
Yep, it was straight up. Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
Misty. So, yeah, it's a straight up face. Like, but for some reason, the kids couldn't see that part. They just saw the rainbow. Um,
Really?
but I saw that clear. Yeah, I was like, don't you see the face? They're like, no, I just see a cloud. It's like, okay, maybe it's just me, which is why I snapped the picture. And then I was like, no, it's an angel. you know,
I was, you know, it's something. I thought it was an angel, but then when I started reading about the elementals, I'm like, oh no, I caught an air elemental on film, on camera, caught on camera. I took
I
a photo
deleted
of the
somebody's
moon a bit
message over
ago.
here, and I did it by accident, y'all. So whoever PPR did not mean to delete your what you put on there. Sorry, did it by accident on my channel. I'll have to see if I can undo that.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
She's clicking. Guys. She's clicking.
I'm
Um.
sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Thank you, Colleen. So yeah. So it's a. Oh, it's upside down, which I thought was weird too. Like it the the rainbow, or like kind of straight. It's not like curved. It was weird. The whole thing was weird, but there you go. It is like an elemental putting the rainbow there. True story. Sis, you have to remod him. Oh, me? I have to? Mary, what'd you do
Well,
now? Where's lovely Dustin? I have to go to my phone to mod people.
what happened now?
I I don't
You're mod on mine, ain't you? Is that what you just said? I need to remod you.
know. Drew said to remod um PPR because that's what you did. Maybe you took off the.
I don't know. I deleted one of them. I guess I don't even know. Hang on.
Maybe she just deleted the message, guys. That's okay. Um, we'll find him. Um, so anybody else know? He's back.
Okay, Drew, I'll do that. Anyway, back to
Um,
what we're talking about. Sorry.
yeah. So, does anybody else have any comments, questions, thoughts, or experience about the air elementals? I think we pretty much covered. I don't know that we have any more questions or comments. You have a photo like that, Iron? Oh, cool. Hi, Mike. How are you? All right, Mary. So I guess we're moving on.
Okay.
Undines are water elementals. Water is the element that hails from the west. It is associated with the soul and represents everything that has to do with emotions and intuition. Water is ruled by the moon and deals with healing, cleansings, emotional release, clarity, inner reflections, and forgiveness. Their name comes from the Latin word unda, meaning waves. They come in different shapes and sizes, such as mermaids or nymphs, but are also thought of as a collective body of water itself. They're represented in each drop of water. Their presence represents beauty and dreams. They like to live in and protect the waterways and are relatively benign elementals, historically aiding sailors in safe passage. Spiritually, water is associated with wisdom, stamina, and endurance. People around the world equate water with healing and energy. Any questions you have?
Sorry,
Any
Luna. I know that
comments
one
you'd
was
like to make? Or any
um a
experiences
little
you would like?
shorter.
But they didn't have very much on the elementals. So, um, this is as much as we could put together from what you guys learned on the internet. what you could learn if you read about 500 million different things, because most of it is all about fantasy, and mythology and video games, because it seems elementals are really big in video games and, movies and stuff, cartoons and stuff like that. But they're not really good um, with finding information on the internet that actually pertains to elementals. So,
Right.
um, that's why we're doing this, try to get to learn more, and maybe, of course, to know if any of you have any of these elementals, come across them, had any experiences with them. I'll put it in the clan chat. Oh, yes, I would like that. Iron. Um,
My understanding is they were from the beginning of time. That's where they come from.
well, yes,
Uh,
no, they came with the earth. But water element, do you know anything about the water elemental?
no.
Now,
Well, I
what
meant
do
in
they
general
have?
on all of them that the
So
water
they
elemental I don't know much about. I didn't find much on them either, same as you did.
right.
That's all
Well,
I see.
yeah, Christy I guess wasn't here, but she had a question. Sorry. The They're protectors because, so they were here as the earth formed. They're how the earth formed, and they protect the elements that they were formed, you know, that they're formed from. And so they protect the five elements, but they also work together to protect all the elements. Um, and they also um, protect us, who are beings of the earth. um, and they also teach us that. So most of them, like, you know I was calling him the tree god, but then Danny was like, he's the protector. I'm like, I call him the tree god because he protects the trees and nature, and all the wood.
And
But you know, that's what I call them. But they're protectors, and they like to be called that. Mermaids are real? Yes, they are. Water elementals can take the form of mermaids. They can take the form of anything they want, things that we can't even think of. They
okay,
look like water fairies sometimes, all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
they I'd say they could come as anything, a fish or whatever they want to, as long as it's in water. Has to do with
Yep.
water.
Native practices and things like that. Look up that, sis. I did find stuff last year, but it was all Native Americans talking about. Really. See, I found like
Yeah,
ancient people
I thought about
talking,
that.
like some ancient workings, but it was hard to translate their thoughts
Right.
into modern day, because they spoke way differently than us, right? Like with the fire elementals, why I put like I the fire elemental is, it's two opposites how they believe. They believe they could, create and destroy, like two heads of a coin, but to explain that, the way what they really were saying, like if people would just listen to what they were saying, they would think, oh my God, they're bad. They can destroy things. No, it's just saying how it, the fire elemental is a two-headed coin. Go either way, don't piss it off. Is exactly what they were saying. So I wanted to kind of make it in more like, my terms, but yeah, you're right. You can't find a lot of modern day stuff about elementals. It's really difficult because they made them all like they're fake and they're mythical creatures, and then they turned them into video games, and it's real bad. Which is why we're having this discussion, and why we want to dive more into it. This was just something we came up yesterday, so this is what I got, but I will do more work and then maybe do a video for each
I
one.
was just going to say we can do more later, but this is what we found now, and we just
Yeah, and I would actually like to sit there and talk maybe to Shakara, to, to Astra. I'm gonna go out and bother my protector. I want you to tell me about, I want you to tell me about wood elementals. Hey, Carol, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Um, Tina, thanks for coming in, sis. We're almost near the end now of this one. After we finish with the elementals, we will probably well, we are gonna switch over to Mary's channel, and then we're going to chitty chat and she's gonna have a panel up on her channel. So please continue to join us over there. But right now, I think that's the only, we didn't really, nobody had a lot to say about, nobody knows a lot about water elementals. We're gonna have to find out more. So the next one is even more sparse because really, uh, modern day, they don't even consider wood as an elemental anymore. So go to Scotland, they could tell you. Ah, so um, I have to really dig. That's why I have to go talk to the protector in the back about this because they really had nothing on them. Did the best I could, and at the end of it, I'll show you the pictures that I have of my wood element. So we're gonna start the next part of the video, and then, like I said, we'll take questions and everything at the very end too about all of them. All right, Mary, we're all ready for you. Like to share? Now's the time. Wood elementals, they're associated with the season of spring and bring growth. Wood is our intelligence. Once we conceive ideas within water, then we can develop them into theories, plans, and strategies with wood. Wood isn't everything that grows or that can be cultivated. It carries the power of the mind, the thinking mind. Wood elementals hail from the east. Wood's qualities are bold actions, planning, initiating new projects, idealism, imagination, compassion, and competitiveness. Wood elementals teach to control anger and channel it into positive work that benefits all people. The Chinese believe that all things in nature are connected to certain elements, and those five elements are connected to each other through various cycles. The Chinese also believe that the tree is the first element in the system of five. It is connected to youth, early morning, and spring. The tree spreads above and below the earth. It takes up space. It yields fruit and is flexible and resilient. Any questions you have, any comments you would like to make, or even any experiences with wood elementals, now's your time to ask. Thank you for joining us today and learning with us
This is
all
the
about
pictures
the
of my
elementals.
protector.
We hope to see you again soon.
There you go, the one at the end. So that was what I put together. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess we can take that down
We
now,
hope
right?
to see you again soon.
Oh yeah, we'll leave it on him. We'll leave it on our wood protector. Oh, it doesn't stay, huh?
oh crap! I thought it stayed on. I'm sorry. Let me put it back on there. I want everybody to see it. It was
Elementals.
so fast that they
We hope to see you
didn't see
again
it.
soon.
Pause.
There.
Yeah. There we go. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So let's go back and see the questions now. Is the green man a wood element? Okay. What they call the green man is probably very much a wood elemental. Hi,
Yeah,
Sleepless. How are you? Um,
I actually think I read that last night.
I
Or
did
this
hear the
morning.
answer. Oh, good, Christy, because I thought maybe there was another one. Like I said, I didn't answer it. I feel the tree across.
trees as a protector. I never feel scared in the woods. That's why. Right. There's a lot of wood elementals. There's a lot of wood. The whole in everything there's wood, as I said in the video, you know? Wow, that's a great picture too. Yes. And you can in this one, and I put like 3 as he was manifesting, but this last one he has the red eyes. Um and yeah, that's my protect.
Did you see where Abby put in Australia, fire is the only way some gum trees and other plants can germinate. So it is destructive, but also creative.
Right. Right, exactly. And that's definitely true.
And did you miss Christy's question or not?
No, I didn't. I answered.
Okay, okay.
And she said she heard it. Maybe nobody else was listening, but at least Christy listened. I did answer her question.
Well, I thought you was, but I thought you did answer it, but I seen where Mike said he thought it got overlooked.
Right,
So
then I thought there was another one that I missed, but I didn't see the other one. So.
I was just
And she said, no, you answered it. And I said, okay.
Hi, Sleepless. Sorry if we missed saying hi to you, but
I did say hello to Sleepless. Yeah. It's lovely you all came in. 16 of you guys. Thank you so much. Evie, have a good day at work. Be careful. The elements are felt in everything in nature. Sure, of course. Like I said, they made up the earth. Without the elementals, there would have been, and without the elements, there would have been no earth. So,
right, I agree. I think that we will find more like you said, looking to Native American. I'm going to do that, and maybe we'll do the Native American side of it.
Yes.
Or something,
Hey, Tony.
or something like that.
Or we can translate it to modern day. You know, they're working. You know, we could do that. It's just going to take more than one night because that video took me, 8 hours to make, to look it up and to get the pictures. And, they don't really draw pictures of elementals. It's all like cartoons and stuff. So, and I wanted it to be nice for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will put the video up tonight, that video. I'm just going to edit it out to, take out the like questions, comments and stuff. So it'll be just a video for YouTube. And then so I'll put it up so if anybody just wants to watch the video part of it, or they can go later and watch that. Sorry. There we go.
Hi, Tony.
So does anybody have any more questions about elementals, or any other experiences they want to share, or even if you have questions that maybe we don't know, we can write them down and find them out. We'll do more.
We'll research it.
Elementals and different.
Hi, Dom, brother.
Hey, Dom, how are you?
I think that
welcome, Colleen.
This was like a short version of what we could find at the moment, and we wanted to share it as something that Christina felt like it needed to be done. So did I. We've got other stuff that we think needs to be showed and talked about, but this is just the beginning of it, and we know there's more to be found on them, and like we can talk to them ourselves, but it's not the same we hear them, and us transferring what we hear from them to you guys is one thing, but if we've got it on screen and you can see it and you can look it up yourself online, that
Right.
way you know that we're not just blowing smoke. You know what I mean? In other
Right.
words, you don't have to believe us. We
Right.
want you to believe us, but if we've got proof of what we're saying, then that goes further. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. And I felt that this would be helpful because, like I said, you have to get through a lot of junk of the internet on the front page of Google, and most people only look at the front page of Google to
Right.
find any little scraps of information about the elementals. So I wanted to put the little video together so you have an idea, and because if you search it, they elementals, like types of elementals, it says angels, demons. I'm like, what the frick are they talking about? Angels came way, way, like, I don't know, 300 million years after the elementals. Uh, Demons came, blah, 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 I don't know, 300 million years
After
after the
that,
angels, then,
you
and
may need to
so
go to the line, yeah.
6 million years before, they're not part of the elemental family. And a lot of
Yeah.
people think fairies and fays are, which they aren't. They're their own species.
I mean,
Um,
if you want us to, we can explain to you about the fairs and the fairs,
oh
the
yeah, we could
fairies
do
and the
we could do all the species of
fays later.
right. We could do all the species of
Right.
different spirits.
Elemental spirits and stuff like that. Elementals is one, and you got spirits and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think about it. 5 years, you'll not know what book is true, as anyone and everyone is doing books. Right. Right. Showing proof. Right. Exactly. So, I mean, I will ask them some questions, and I will say, you know, this, I mean, because they're not going to tell us anything that isn't believable. Like, it's so unbelievable that,
Tell us
like
what they want
the
you to
wood
know.
elemental, okay, like, what is your real job? Like, what do you feel we should know about you? And what they tell me, of course, I will pass it on. And yeah. And I
I mean,
mean,
we're passing on too because that's what we're here for. But that's why we're doing this. And that's why
right,
they want us to do it.
yeah,
But and that's why they're standing over our shoulders. But I'm just saying that they're not going to tell us nothing that we can't find somewhere to back up.
right, exactly. Oh, thank you so much, Colleen, for spending time with us.
Bye,
And
Beachy. Take care.
I'm glad you enjoyed the video. I'm good, thank you. And blessed New Year to you. Blessed New Year to you, Tony. I hope you're well.
Yeah, Tony. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for being here. When we end this one, we're going to start up another one, and she's going to come to mine.
Right,
And because right now, what we're doing is we're taking advantages of StreamYards letting us stream on two different channels at the same time. So,
right. So we could
uh,
both get watch time because that,
right,
I'm trying to get monetized this year, at least half monetized. 1,000 hours away. I did that whole live one on, I did that whole live on New Year's, 9 hours, and they took it down because I showed, someone dancing with no music from Las Vegas. I don't even know who the dude
right.
was, and somebody else, and they blocked it.
LL Cool J.
No, they didn't care about LL Cool J. You could show
Oh,
LL. You can't show like that guy dancing in his shorts. And there was something else. The very end part after the ball dropped. I guess it's maybe Ryan Seacrest, voice you can't hear. I don't know because the part where they said that they blocked it was so random. It was like people yelling. Um, Ryan Seacrest saying, Happy New Year to all, and then it was a little bit of New York, New York, but they didn't block it for the 3 copyrights of the music. It would have just been copyrighted. They blocked it because of those 2 visual things, which is why when I
Right.
did play, I had to put up that thing because it wasn't really the sound. I didn't really care if it was like a copyright because you'd still get the hours. You just, somebody else would get paid for it. So I wasn't really caring about the copyright, but was the picture. So who knew that?
Banshee.
But there you
You
go.
might see us in the morning. We might still be on come 7:30 morning. No, I'm joking. We won't be
Mhm.
on that late. But it's
I
funny what you put. Oh, 7:30 her time. It might be shit. I might still be on at 7:30 her time. Come to think of it. Because she's in a different time zone, right?
I'm I don't know where Colleen is.
I would say that I don't know either. I think she's overseas, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
And Drew, that's great, but don't run them back to back. If you're gonna run this, like say you run Christina's, don't run it back to back because you run it back to back, it don't count. You have to run a different playlist on her thing for it to count. Do not run it at least 3 days. Give it 3 days to a week before you run it again,
I ain't went nowhere.
or it
Yeah,
won't
just
count.
run the different playlist. Last night I
Right.
watched videos and liked them, but large amount didn't change. Huh.
It will. It takes a minute for it to generate, for the analytics to pick it up and generate. It will kick in. Your hours will kick in. It just takes a minute. Like if you watch it today, it may take a day or so, 24 hours at least for it to get on there or better. So I have seen it take like 3 days. So that's why I'm saying don't watch one. It takes 3 days or more to, or it won't take. It'd be just like you're sitting there watching it over and over again, and you're only going to get 1 hour for it. That's what I mean.
Right.
So
Ah, check my messenger. Okay, do you have something about elementals? Let's see.
I don't know, Iron. I don't know about that. Uh,
Um, well, welcome in, Pen. Thanks for coming and for the
it may
information.
be only the first 3 hours of a playlist, but that's still 3 hours you're going to get. If say like if three of us run it, that's still 3 hours she'll get, and that's still considered. That's a lot of time there. So I mean, if you, she's got several playlists, so you know.
Okay. That there's 2 faces. I do see that there's another face behind him. Is that what you were showing me? Tina
Yeah,
Tina was
yeah,
sending me a picture of my and she
yeah.
said
I
there
noticed there was one behind it too, but I didn't say them.
yeah, there was one behind it, and actually Tammy thought there was something under him too, like coming peeking out. So there was a lot going on there. I don't know if the other one is a wood element. I just know that that one's mine protector, the one that's the big one with the red eyes. Um,
Yeah,
did he have buddies with him? Were those just spirits around the tree? I don't know, but there was a lot going on in that live stream because there was fairies in the front yard and there was a whole
so,
bunch of stuff. So yeah, yeah. Thanks, sis. um I feel so much smarter now for reading. I was watching different videos for different channels. Yep. Like I sit there and I watch it. And usually, if you watch it more than 3 minutes and you leave a like and you watch it more than 3 minutes, oh, I'll show you just for um. Who's that? Who's that doggy? He doesn't like my voice, I guess. All right. So if you take one of my videos, it says 6 likes and 16 views. I sit here and I watch it.
me.
And
I think
in about
already.
3 minutes. Now this is in the more when you hit the more under the title. And this is every video you watch. In about 3 minutes, that will change to 17 views. They changed it now that you can't, like, if you drop a like, because I noticed that I dropped a like the other day and I didn't watch more than 3 minutes of it because I had to jet somewhere else, and then I went back to watch it and it didn't have my like on it because it's wants you to watch 3 minutes and then it will let you have a view and a like if the person liked it. But it won't let you even have a view unless you watch the 3 minutes of the video. See, it still didn't go up. We're like a minute in, but when I watch 3 minutes of it, then it's gonna change to 17. Hey, Doris, how are you? Did I say hello, Doris? Well, hello again, Doris.
Hi, Doris. I I was freaking out thinking that I had done lost my live over here, but it wasn't that. It, I don't even know what screen I had up here because I had my phone down instead of up. And I got my channel on my phone, and I got you on the computer.
Yeah.
So I'm trying, because if they come into my chat, I want to answer them in my chat. So
Right.
you know what I mean, because they're supporting both of us. But still, I want to say something to them. So, and if you're talking, I don't want to interrupt you if you're talking.
She had one like in the tree too.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of protectors there. Hey, Ava, nice to see you. Thanks for
Hi,
coming
Ava.
back. And yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot going on there. I put that video up if you're interested in watching it. I know you saw it with us. I think you were at the premiere. That was Let's Go See This House, and I did a replay of it. So it is on my channel, and you will see all the crazy stuff that went on there, but I just pulled it out, that picture, because that is my protector, and he is a wood elemental. And I wanted you guys to see one that wasn't drawn like a cartoon or anything, he actually looks like. And he's lovely. Like everybody was like, oh my God, look how scary. I'm like, no, that's the tree god. No, he's not scary. He looks scary because if there was something bad that would have hurt me, he has to look scary because he was scaring that thing up. Because he's my protector. So yeah. So he looks scary because his job is to protect. So he's trying to, I need a scary one because I got a lot of kiddos here that he has to protect and all that. So, I didn't see your wood elemental. I put the picture up at the end of that video. At the end of the video, we were watching.
Here, I'll show it. Hang on.
Oh yeah, she'll show it. Then just in a few minutes, we'll get off mine.
2 seconds. Hang on.
And Mary will start hers. And I will go on there as soon as I fix myself a little.
You're welcome, Iron.
There he is. There, Iron. See him? He's cute, ain't he? I said that to Daddy. I go, no, that's the protector I have. He's so cute. And because I didn't realize they were one and the same, the protector I had back there. Because, I can't see them. I could just feel their energy and I could hear them talking to me. So I knew he was there. I didn't know, I can only imagine what they look like until I actually catch them on photo. So I said, Danny, I think the protector is the tree god. He's like, huh? I go, here, is that him? And he's like, yeah. I go, oh, he's so cute. And then Danny goes, I have to compete with the wood elemental. And I'm like, no. Sleepless, enjoy your dinner. Blessings to you. I hope you have the most wonderful New Year.
So we're going to be on my channel in a little while, so just when you get done eating, if you want to come back, just come back.
Yes.
And Happy New Year, by the way.
He looks like a pan being. I'm gonna have to look up these pan beings. I don't know what they are. Um, let's see. Pan being. Do they have them on YouTube? Now,
You
Mary's
talking
looks a
about
little different. She said hers has like leaves around the face and a little more pointy ears, but they all look different. They take whatever form they want to.
well, yeah. I mean, they're not. They don't have to look identical to each other, but I mean, they're still the same thing. I mean, he's still training all along. I mean, I can't show you what I'm looking at in my head because you know. I mean, I don't know if I can even draw it.
Right, no, she was just saying how they look like pan beings, and I said I don't know what pan beings look like. I just know
I
that
don't
this is my
either.
protector and he's a wood elemental, but they don't all look the same, you know? Um, so
Huh.
do you know what a pan being is? Pan?
Well, yeah,
Not
but Peter Pan, wouldn't it?
mostly
You talking
crap.
about Peter Pan?
No, I don't. Oh, you're gonna have to show us, get a good picture of what you think they are, and put it in the chat so we could see it. The group chat, one of the group chats, so that we can
Okay,
see it, and then we'll know what it is. The Protector, the Earth, the Kingdom of Pan. I only looked in books. Oh, okay.
it
So
is Peter
maybe
Pan.
their pan being is the wood elemental. You know, that's what they call it because like they call the fire elementals, you know, salamander. That's what the guy in the 1600s named the elemental. You know, they named the air one Slith. They named the Uden for the water. He gave them those names. That's the names he gave them because he had to give them a name, so he could call them something. You know, what they actually are called until we ask them, you know, like I said, I call him the protector or I call him the tree god, you know, but until we ask them, we won't know. Were they like referring to you when they talked about this pan kingdom? Were they talking about like wood elementals, you know? Until we ask them, we won't know, you know. Each country has different names and religions, sure. Like, you know, they call them different things, you know. Like in the video, the Chinese believe, you know, the very highly in wood elements, the wood elementals. They're probably the only ones. Because I couldn't find anything else really about the wood elementals. Not even in the spiritual realm, they're like, there's four. I'm like, no, there isn't. Even in tarot, they'll say what the elements like the cards are attached to, and they mention wood. They mention metal too, but metal is not element, um, an elemental. It is a, it's it's a it's what the elementals will protect, like the gargoyles and the gnomes and stuff, because it's part of, you know, the earth, but it doesn't have its own elemental. That's the best way I could describe it, right?
Well, so far I've not seen. I mean, I've not seen anything. I mean, I'm looking it up, and I'm not seeing anything so far.
It's a mineral, right? It's a mineral. There you go. Not an element. There you go, iron. Good. That's what I was looking to say. Um, way back, yeah. Well, like I said, the elementals were the first thing here before anything and anyone and any other being. It was only the elementals. So when the earth was first formed. So Pan goes way back, it could be something like that. Like they was an elemental that they didn't understand what it was, and that's why they demonized them for things. But that's what they do. They take things that may or may not be an elemental, because it might not be an elemental. It might be a cryptid or something else, and they say no, it's an elemental, and they make them bad. Who coined the term?
Where the name elementals come from? How did they become elementals?
They they coined the term elementals. Well,
But
the philosopher in the 1600s, Heracles, I said it his name. He was a like philosopher and physician in the 1600s, and I guess he really talked about elementals and he named them and all that because he was like, oh, these are the elements of he knew about them. He must have been seeing them. He must have been very spiritual. But then after that, they turned them into myths, and the only thing I could think of with that is it's because in this modern day world, they really don't want us to be spiritual because then we wouldn't listen. That's the only thing I could think of, that they would think that nobody would listen to the government. Oh, so it could be the same thing. Right, exactly. Was the guy in the 1600s. Yeah.
Peter Pan or Pan comes from Greek. It's a Greek mythology.
Oh, Greek mythology, yeah. And a lot of the Greek mythology. So just imagine this. Greek mythology, they had King Titan there. He's the water god, right? Neptune.
Yeah.
God is there. Neptune. They had Neptune. Oh, the water god, right? It's probably a water elemental that someone saw. They can
thought he was a god.
explain what it was, so they're like, shit, there's a god of water, And so most of these myths come from somewhere. You'd have to have the best imagination in the world back in the day when they didn't have any TVs or anything to come up with these creatures, without having seen something, because they didn't have all this stuff that we do now, So, and they gave them names and what they did, and so most of those gods, I would say, are elementals that the Poseidon. Yeah, there you go, Shire. Ghost, I haven't seen you in forever. Much love to you. Thank you for coming in.
Hi, Shire.
I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and New Year, Shire. Many metaphors for the same thing, right? Neptune, Poseidon. They're most likely all water elementals.
Okay, here's what I found out about. She said about the tree, the tree god or whatever in the pan.
Yes.
This is what it's saying about that. I looked it up.
Okay.
It says in ancient Greek religion and mythology, Pan, the ancient Greek Romanized Pan, is the god of the wild, shepherds and flocks, rustic music and impromptus, companion of the nymphs. He has the hindquarters, legs, and horn of a goat in the same manner as a fawn or a satyr. I think that's satyr, Satyr. With his homeland in rustic Arcadia, he is also recognized as the god of fields, groves, woodland glens, and often affiliated with sex. Because of this, Pan is connected to fertility and the season of spring. Now, let me go down here. I can show you a picture of the. Now that's Pan. Let me go to the tree. Picture of the tree.
Those are gods, Misty. I call them my
Yeah.
element. a tree god. We don't know exactly that some of these mythical gods were not actually elementals. They could be gods, they could be demigods. Elementals technically could be demigods. They are, like I said, what was here before anything else. It was God and then them. So, you know, just saying.
Yeah, there's some wicked looking stuff on here, but I'm just saying. But I mean, what they consider as far as pictures, I'm not going to show that. I'm just saying. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. So let's.
I'm sorry, Shire, that you feel not well. I hope you get better really soon.
Oh, I'm sorry you had that all. GT, if you've seen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I deleted your message a while ago. I didn't mean to. It's an accident. I promise. I'm sorry.
I thought you deleted PPR's message. Just asking.
No, maybe it was PPR. I'm getting
She don't
confused.
even know what she's talking about, GT.
It was PPR. I'm sorry, but he didn't come back. They didn't come back in there, and I did not mean to do that.
No.
So, but if anybody knows them or sees them, please tell them it was an accident, so they will come back. Just say it. Okay, I'm done.
Right. But, Ian brings up a good thing too. Elementals do reproduce.
Well, yeah, because my
So,
that I have is actually Astro's grandson.
right. And I think Aura is their daughter, right?
Aura is his mother.
Okay. So, you have a whole family full of Mobella is his brother. So you have a whole family full of elementals, right?
Right.
So they reproduce. So it's not weird for them to say, "Oh, they most likely created it because they were here before us." Yes, I mean the way they make it sound, it's dirty, but they do reproduce. And they've been doing it way before we've been here, so makes sense.
Well, if you think about it, do we grow new trees? Yes. Does new trees grow? Yes. Do we get new bodies of water? Yes. Even if it's a man-made lake, it still has water in it. Stuff like that. Like, does the wind blow? Yes. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff
Right.
reproduces. Like one day it may not blow at all, the next day it blows. I'm just saying, I think everything reproduces if
Was a
think.
forest elemental. Oh yeah, we were talking about wood elementals. Uh, which most likely the forest elemental is part of the wood family. See that? Shire knew a little bit about that. So
He knows a lot, let me tell you. He has said a lot in my chat before that he may joke around and carry on in the chat, which I love, but he's very smart.
okay, Misty, no problem. Um. So yeah, so we are going to say goodnight here, and then we're gonna move to Mary's channel because we're gonna have a panel on Mary's channel where Misty will come up and
Beth and
other
whoever.
people.
Yeah.
The Smurfs don't reproduce. Well, I don't know that the Smurfs are not in the elemental family. And we will have to find out if Smurfs exist. I was so excited today just to find out that gnomes were actually elementals and they existed. I'm like, I hope they like all the little gnomies. Well, according to Beth, the gonks that I make.
I think all of you have my channel already.
Oh, yeah, throw it in my chat.
Anyway, when this stops, we're gonna give me time to go to the bathroom and set. I gotta set up StreamYards, which it won't be hard because it's up, but I just have to put all the information in and then
Yeah.
restart it. So anyway, that's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna mute here so I can go to
All
the
right.
bathroom and then I'll
Wait,
set it up.
but before you leave, your link in my chat, please.
All right, I'll do that.
Thank you. Hey, Beth. Yes. What about gnomes? We just did a whole video right before. We're trying to keep this one short because I want people to watch it back. We played a video that I made about elementals. And we talked about the different elementals and what they portray themselves as. Like the earth elementals are like gnomes and gargoyles. And so we talked a lot about elementals. That's what this was about. Just wanted to get some thoughts, throw some out there, give you a little information. We will do more work on the elementals. Um, this was kind of a starting point. We decided this yesterday, and I decided no, we have to do this. So I put this video out. Danny thinks that was on my car. Really, Christy? A gnome? Could be, or a gargoyle. Which one? Could very well have been some kind of elemental. Yeah, we're going to actually, Christy, right now, Mary's streaming from my channel to hers because we're really on my channel. But we're going to go to Mary's channel and Gargoyle could possibly be. Gargoyles are protectors of the earth and the people and the buildings and you know, their element of earth like stone. Looks like my cat. Hi, Mary. It looked like your cat? Um, Australian or German, where gnomes come from. So probably a freaky reproduction. Gnomes. No. We were saying how that um if you try to find information on elementals, there is not a lot of information on elementals. Um, Gnomes are considered an earth elemental. They could be anywhere on earth, anywhere. They mostly live underground or right at the tip below and above, um, according to my research. So I live in the woods, so I don't know. Oh, see, there you go. Well, that's where an earth elemental would hang out, and gargoyles are part of the earth elemental family. Thank you, Tina, for dropping Mary's link. So we will let you go here. We're going to go on Mary's channel within 5 or 10 minutes. My chat isn't working. Can't see any comments. Don't know if you could see mine. I could see yours, Iron. Probably just have to refresh the chat. But we're going to get off of here. Go to Mary's channel. Thank you guys so much for joining us about the elementals. And we will see you over at Mary's channel in about 5 to 10 minutes. Look at Lep Castle, Ireland. Has a famous elemental. Oh, I will check that out. I have a famous tree god elemental in my backyard. Does that count? We will see you guys soon. I missed it all. Don't worry. You could go back. I kept it short and sweet. Hour and a half. You can watch me back. Beth, love.